Hi, reality. I'm in virtual reality right now, and it's awesome. I'm hanging out in space, so let me show you. Now you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm here in the solar system sandbox, little demo in Valve's The Lab game, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences with the HTC Vive so far. So this is the new headset designed by HTC and Valve for VR. It arrived at my door on April 5th. I had never played VR before using this thing, and it has been blowing my mind ever since. I have probably spent the majority of my waking hours for the past week in virtual reality, in little environments like this, playing a bunch of games and just having more fun than I've had in a long time. So, as a gamer and just someone who loves games, I have to say that this system completely changes the rules of gaming. So in a game like this, and a lot of the games in virtual reality, my controllers, like these are the Vive motion controllers, but when you're in this, it actually feels more like the controller is your entire body, and the user interface for these games is just your brain. Okay, so human body, human brain, that's a great combo. You could not ask for a better control scheme. And it makes these games feel so intuitive, so natural, and it just opens the door and shatters all the rules that you thought you knew about gaming. Just one of the examples is, so now the action in games is completely decoupled from your vision. You don't need to be seeing something to actually shoot it. I can reach behind me and grab that. If you're holding guns, you can be shooting one thing over here while tracking an enemy, dodging his attacks, and shooting another enemy simultaneously over here. I mean, it gets crazy. It gets really crazy. And just as you play these games and you get more and more used to it, you start realizing all the different things you can do because it's such a natural, intuitive control scheme. And you just start thinking, you know what? I could do this crazy stuff in reality. Oh, look, it just translates extremely well to virtual reality. Like, you can just see something like this and be like, it's a disc, so I should be able to throw it like a frisbee, right? Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can. Cool. And then you can teleport, and you can catch it. Let's try it out. Playing self-frisbee. Orient myself in the room, and go. No, not close enough. Let's try it again. Yeah, got it. I mean, the amount of fun stuff you can do in virtual reality is endless. These games they have right now are they just take the old standard style of games, some old arcade classics and stuff, and they just put them into virtual reality. So you have like a shump game, you have your like wave-based shooter games. They're not that complicated. Everyone knows the mechanics of these games. But when you go into virtual reality, everything is different. Like just the fact that they've added this new control scheme to a fairly simple game setup makes it so complex, so fun, and not to mention like a super workout. Like you can be playing these games for hours where you're punching, you're dodging, bending all over. And you get really tired, but you just want to keep going and going and going. So VR is not only great in that it changes gaming for, in my opinion, the better. Makes it more natural, more intuitive, opens up so many possibilities. It's also going to get gamers into shape, and man, it's just a great device. It was well worth the $900 I spent. Well worth all the effort I spent clearing out all the furniture in my living room so I could have a huge VR space. I mean, I started off in a double wide master closet in my bedroom. It was a pretty big walk-in closet, but you need as much space as possible for VR. The more space you have, the more fun you have. It's that simple. So those are my thoughts on VR after just spending a week binging on the thing. Take it for what you will. I'm definitely a fanboy. I've been excited for VR for a long time. I finally got to try it out, and it has met or exceeded all of my expectations. It's great. Thanks, and have fun in reality. I'll be having fun in virtual reality. Bye.